Every day in this forest, thousands of trees die before their 20th birthday. Encroachers sneak into the forest and carry out these illegal activities during the day or in the dark hours of the night, endangering the ecosystem. Today is World Meteorological Day with the message, weather and climate, engaging youth. That is why this group of young people from the School of Earth and Mineral Sciences of the Federal University of Technology, Akure in Ondo State, Southwest Nigeria, is using this opportunity to tell the older generation to stop destroying their future for their daily survival.
Our youth needs to industrialize and manage the environment. Don't just cut down trees because you have to. Cut down one and plant another because everything has to balance. The energy has to balance. The oxygen we take in should be, as we get it from a source, which is from the plant. The carbon dioxide we exhale, they take it in. So we have to balance it. If you are cutting down the trees, we're already affecting our environment. We're already affecting ourselves. We're endangering ourselves. We see a lot of flooding these days. We have flooding everywhere because of the abnormality in the environment. If rain falls, rain will fall abnormally, the rain will sit for a long time. Our farm products are getting low. We used to have Nigeria to be one of the greatest countries in agriculture in those days when our climate system, when our environment is very okay. But now we have started deforesting in the name of urbanization.
When you were coming this morning, maybe you needed just 1 cup to make tea. Then you have to use your ring boiler. You then go and put 3 or 4 cups. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. You will then put it. It will then take 4 times the energy it requires to warm up 1 cup. That is not energy efficient. So first thing we have to do as youth is what? To start to become energy efficient. Use energy and water efficiently. And also spread this information.
Dr. Ahmed Balogun is the head of Meteorological Department and Associate Professor of the Federal University of Technology, Akure. I asked him what he thinks about forest encroachment.
As we know, the forests are sinks of carbon dioxide, and so they are helpful in reducing the level. But as we start to deforest for large-scale agriculture, either legally or illegally, which we now call encroachment, we are inadvertently contributing to exacerbating the issue of climate change. And so what we need to do is to start to empower those who are encroaching with knowledge on the adverse effect of this action and also provide them with alternatives. When I mean alternatives, we then mean when we create we then give them skills. Empowerment means giving people skills to survive. That is, we start to teach them ways of farming in harmony with nature. You don't need to deforest to farm nowadays.
And on the roles youths must play in protecting the climate, Dr. Balogun explains further.
Youths presently are 1/6 of the world's population, and they are in a position to contribute immensely to finding solutions to the challenges, climate change and global warming. And so the thing is to start to create awareness within them and start to also empower them to do the job that we expect them to do, so that they can also live a better future for their own children.
The government of Ondo State is not leaving any stone unturned in protecting the forest reserves for its generation yet unborn. Mr. Tunde Atere is a lawyer and is the commissioner in charge of the Ondo State Ministry of Natural Resources. He paints the picture of the state of encroachment and the impacts on natural and human systems.
Yes, let me tell you, the effect is devastating.
it should not be encouraged. Encroachment should not be encouraged at all. For example, where you plant Indian hemp, you discover that nothing will survive other in that area in the next few years. For example, if one plants Indian hemp in about 100 hectares within the forest itself, the moment you harvest it, and you now plan to plant any crop at all, it will not survive in the next 4 or 5 years. So it renders that portion of forest itself useless. It is a very serious problem.
The ministry is empowered to protect the forest through its team of task force to arrest encroachers and subsequently make proper plans to ensure the forests regain their original status.
But what to do immediately we dislodge or we evict is that we replant. The moment they are chased away, we plant up. With the kind of trees we want to plant that area, it could be exotic trees, it could be indigenous trees, and that's what we have been doing to conserve our forest reserves. And if you are one man, one tree, and even before I talk about one man, one tree, let me quickly say this, that right from the inception of this administration, we have planted over 2.3 million trees, and we are still planting more. In the next few weeks, we are going to plant more trees.
However, one factor remains that these encroachers think they own the land and can destroy it at will. Mr. Sholaile Somi is a radio journalist and social commentator based in Akure, and he has covered stories with regard to climate change.
Well, I think the government has done quite a number of activities in trying to sensitize the people on the dangers inherent in forest encroachment. I'm aware that the government constantly meets with the people, traditional rulers who are in charge of some of this land that have been encroached by the people. The government also has a program where they enlighten the people on the dangers inherent in forest encroachment. But I think the major challenge has to do with our cultural orientation and background, where we think that we the people own the land. We don't want to accept the fact that the government could own the land. And of course, this has made people to, with impunity, encroach in the forest reserve at the detriment of future generation.
Are the encroachers aware of the consequences of their actions?
Yes, I think the government should do more of awareness in terms of meeting stakeholders, traditional rulers, religious leaders, opinion leaders, in trying to see how they can do more enlightenment for the people, to let them know that this land belongs to the government, belongs to us, belongs to our future generation, and we must do everything to protect this forest.